I was 36 years old when I disappeared. It was a Saturday. I'd just hollered up the stairs for my son Charlie to come down for breakfast. After 15 minutes of waiting, I was losing my patience. He'd probably been up until 3 a.m. playing video games. I decided to shake him awake before we wasted a beautiful morning. I walked up to his bedroom to find the door open, Charlie still fast asleep. I screamed in his face, clapped my hands together as hard as I could. Charlie was your typical 13-year-old. And that's when I panicked. My hand went through his shoulder. But the maddening slip of my hand through anything I touched proved I wasn't quite alive either. Soon I was starving to death but unable to eat, dying of thirst but unable to drink. Weeks went by. The house foreclosed. Charlie moved in with his mother, slowly accepting that I had abandoned him. I recoiled, thinking I was imagining things. But again my hand slipped through his body, like a tree in fog. Charlie awoke about noon, calling for me over and over even as I stood right in front of him. The police came, Charlie crying in the front yard as my ex-wife whispered in his ear how I must have left him just like I left her. Nothing. I paced around the house for hours, convinced I was dead. I could only stand and watch as policemen simply walk through me. By the third day, the hunger that gnawed my guts told me that I wasn't quite dead. I laid in the street and screamed at the sky, praying for death, begging for it. With a howl that shook my very soul, I wished that someone, anyone, would hear me. A dour-looking man in a cheap suit and sunglasses stood beside her, and someone did. I was jolted from my stupor by a tap on my shoulder. Before me stood a woman in a brown leather jacket, a wry smile on her lips. I thought I was finally free. "Are you real?" I stammered, convinced my nightmare was at an end. "You can see me," of course the man said, as if this was just another errand. "Saw you on our scanners?" I didn't understand. I tried to pick up an empty bottle on the ground, nearly sobbing as it slipped through my fingers. "What do you mean?" I choked out. "Are you like me?" "Some people fall off the map, kid," the woman said, sighing as a pedestrian walked through her as if she were made of air. "We'll explain everything when you meet the others," the man said, helping me to my feet. His hand felt rough and warm. It felt real. "What others?" I cried. "Who are you people?" "Agent D.B. Cooper, Interdimensional Protection Agency," the man said, shaking my hand. "Senior Agent Amelia Earhart," the woman said, extending her own. "Welcome to your first day.